What music? So good. Alright, that's probably charged enough. Yep, sure is. Oh. I'm trying to make sure that, like, the green screen's aligned. I think it is. Yeah. Oh, guess what I need? My cool glasses for cool kids. Cool kids have cool glasses. So it's Tuesday, which is the day that I don't stream. But we're still playing Disco Elysium, aren't we? It's kind of funny, like, I do enjoy this game, but I definitely need to play other games for Halloween, you know? So we're back with more Disco Elysium. A fantastic game that, like, takes, I guess, 50 hours to actually beat. It doesn't. I've seen where full playthroughs take, like, 24 hours. So the real answer is I'm just like not good at Disco Elysium, I guess. Or I'm taking every single side quest. I don't know. I'm doing the longest version of it. But hey, here we are. Alright, so previously on, we spent a lot of time in the church. Like a ton of time in the church. And then we went to the fisherman village and picked up all the coins. We found like a shadow man. We found the password to the machine. We got, we found some punks. We solved Egghead's special riddle. We found a dead body was the very last thing that happened. There's a bunch of stuff I want to do, so I guess I'm just gonna like get on it. I'm not really sure where the woman is. I'm also not sure where the lorry is. I'm not super sure how to find it either. We know that this is one of the dudes who's gonna, like, kill some people, right? We found out Kim is gay. That was exciting.
Yes?
I can't believe, like, find her lorry isn't a quest. Let's fake those signatures, am I right? Actually, I don't remember what the options were.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Tequila Sunset Tuesday. Because we're Tequila Sunset. We're streaming on Tuesday because it's the Kuno thing to do. So I could get some random yahoos to sign this. Or I could go to the Whirling and Rags and I could, like, forge some documents. You didn't miss much. I think the only thing you missed is we found a body, which sounds like a lot, but trust me, it wasn't that big a deal. We're pretty sure it was the working class husband. It looks like he tripped and fell, but we can't find the woman. Yeah, we logged out at like 11 p.m. And I think you left at like 10:40, so literally like Akus was about to log off too. And then I found the body and that was it. No, never found the lorry, still looking for it. Boop. All right, Kim. Time to forge some documents. You know what they say. Documents are best forged.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
This is a red
12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Put the documents back, and then let's open up our clothing and see what we have for interfacing. Ooh. I have to put on my good gloves. Anything lowering my interfacing? Damn. I have so many keys. Okay, let's save. Alright, here we go.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line?
2 names, Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter.
Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing. These might as well be their actual signatures.
Good. Everett will have to start over with his scheming. When Isabel and Lillian dispute the signatures, the document will be rendered null and void.
Perfect.
Any halfway competent notary should be able to handle this. Not getting their actual signatures was probably the best thing to do. Now all we have to do is mail these. I think I saw a mailbox on the plaza.
Alright. Flawless. I can't believe we actually forged these. Good for us, I guess. Oh, how is our audio today? I messed a ton around with the sound settings for not stream reasons, and I want to make sure that they went back to normal. It's fine. Okay, cool. We can hear Kim, we can hear me, we can hear the music. Mostly okay. Cool. What is mostly? How could it be better? You're a little fainter. Okay, let's see. What if I do this? Now I'm less faint, yeah? Yeah. Nice. We just want to work. This dude is apparently one of the bad guys.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on...
I bet this gets us killed. Let's find out.
Right to work!
Are you a mercenary hired by Wild Pines?
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
Cool.
It just has to be said, that was not a convincing line.
Hell no, I'm just an honest scab. That didn't sound too convincing.
Fucking loincloth.
He stares you down for a second.
Loincloth? Now you see, that's not really what a scab would say, is it? Better not to press the issue further, sire. He seems tense.
Is there a tribunal being convened by any chance?
Fucking mom.
You hear a tiny rattle, a small radio, cracking somewhere. An earpiece. I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal, and it won't be long until it's ready.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
The man's breathing steadies, but...
Kim over here
Yes?
don't fuck with that guy. Kim also I don't want to shoot anybody. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to go in yet. I was supposed to put the forged signatures in a mailbox, right? Shit. There's so much left to do. So I feel like we must be like near the end of the game. But like at the same time, there's still so much to do that I'm not sure. Where would a mailbox be? I thought he said I saw one outside. Oh, that must be it. Mailbox! I think I questioned the mailbox earlier, and it didn't have much
The
to say.
dented yellow mailbox greets
Oh
you
yeah,
with
I
its
patted it.
graffito, bullet holes, and an RCM sticker.
Good mail delivery box, Pat.
The box seems happy.
Drop the white envelope into the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters.
Dope.
About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
That's true.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
I can't believe they didn't want to arrest Everard. Like, that bugs the crap out of me. He was like, well, somebody broke international law, you better tell me about it. And I was like, Everard broke international law. And they were like, it's fine. We're not gonna investigate that. I'll file it away. But I just know that if I'd said it was Closet, they would have immediately arrested her. The corruption runs deep. I don't care what Interpol says. No, Everard's a bad guy. Like, it's well known he's a bad guy. He definitely had somebody murdered, and he is like... Oh, wait. I wonder if I have higher or whatever I needed now. Oh, it was like concentration or
The file
something.
cabinet stands steady as
Oh, it was
ever,
volition.
and the unlocked drawer slides out. You're trying hard, but the drawer slides shut.
Damn it. I tried that earlier, and it was, I couldn't focus on the files. Heh, my volition's so low. He's not a trusted figure. He's like a thug. He's, okay, so the Union wants every single person in this area to be part of the board, which is ridiculous, which is why the chick who was sent from Pines is like, yo, that's ridiculous, right? That's a joke. And then he was like, no, we're serious, lady. He's definitely had someone killed. He's not a trusted figure at all. Everybody knows he's a thug. In fact, the lady at Freet, once I took a check from him to her, she was like, oh, I didn't know you were working with him. Like, I thought you were better than that. Like, everybody knows he's a thug. We're gonna go talk to him and you're gonna be like, oh my god, he's so obviously a thug. Like, surely, this is a joke. He's trusted to be a thug is what he's trusted to be. You're also gonna probably hate his voice. In the way that says, like, this is good voice acting, I hate this guy.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
You called me Mr. Dubois, why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my name?
My god, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I
My
mean, see what his game is first.
My memory is fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips.
But he's a thug on the side of the same people who want Khaleesi dead. I don't think he is. There are so many things going on, it's become a kind of a tangled web. He's on the side of the Union. Klaus J is from Aranye and was like a spy for corporate. But not Wild Pines, a different conglomerate. Wild Pines is here, but again, totally different conglomerate. And they're here to put a stop to the strike. But Klaus J, the strike, and the Union are completely unconnected. I think.
I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done.
I still don't know who killed the guy, though. So it's hard to say for sure.
It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitseragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Where did you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitseragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Kim suspects something. Read shipping folders before.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
What a dick.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitseragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now.
So this deal was a zoning law thing. They wanted to get signatures from the fishing village to make sure that they could build a, I think they were calling it a community center. No word on whether or not it was actually a community center. It kind of looks like one, but after going over it, it looks like what they're really trying to do is start construction up and then never finish it, and then hopefully get all of the people in the fishing village to sell their land after price values go down due to the construction. Which is why we faked the signatures.
You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitseragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
Oh yeah, he was really threatening me with the lost gun last time. He was like, I'm sure, Harry, that your lost gun is in a perfectly safe and reasonable place. I'm sure you wouldn't have misplaced it around a child, and I'm sure that you wouldn't have left it loaded, certainly not with a single bullet, you know, because that would be incredibly dangerous, Harry, and we wouldn't want to find out that a child had fired the gun, hypothetically, so I'm just like, Jesus Christ. But you're just not that kind of cop, Harry.
See, forging that signature really paid off. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
Did you order the hanged man killed?
Order it? You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that.
Why are you so fat?
Glad you asked. I've got type 2 diabetes because sugar and fat was all my mother had to give me and my brother Edgar when we were kids. Good job too, as it made me ugly. And ugly people, Harry, are much better at politics.
What? What do you gain from him being dead?
Why, a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitseragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
Have you heard that what 2 giant Cereze hornets can do to an entire colony of bees? They destroy it.
I have. It's a great story, Harry. Did you also know how the bee colony kills the giant hornet? They swarm and blanket it entirely until it suffers a massive heat stroke and dies.
Uh-huh.
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1, and that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No
He does
one
kinda
likes
sound like one
foreign
too.
mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
How is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
I mean, I love that idea, but sir, you seem awfully corrupt.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
What?
Tits from her arsehole. It's a local saying.
I don't think it is.
Actually, no, it's not.
Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now.
Welcome,
you can go
Zim.
tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
The signatures I got, I know you plan to force them out with the construction noise.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
Workers' Palaces. Sounds like a company store.
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
So the village is doomed.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officers, we are going to reset it. Reset. I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce.
What do you mean?
Harry, imagine a youth center supermarket church complex, employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Youth supermarket church complex? Do you really expect me to believe that?
Yes, I do. I got the center, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
And then there will be a giant statue of him towering above it all.
Will you erect a giant statue of yourself?
I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martinez rebuilt. 5-story building complexes, kids off speed, and landowners in a zone hating me. That will be my statue. And yours. We're doing this together.
I knew you were up to something.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
Who killed the hanged man?
No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know.
God
if you
damn it.
ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Everard Clare. Couldn't have done it without him.
He really doesn't know. The guy, huh?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. Truth is, I simply don't know.
He really doesn't.
How many of you guys are there in the Union? Nah, how are you gonna fund your new independent harbor? Can I get my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me. But it had to be done.
Fine, where is it?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the
Hey,
street
Madness.
is she's a character. So watch out.
How did this woman come to be in possession of the firearm?
Turns out she bought the gun from Roy, the local pawnbroker. And honestly, Harry, I have no idea how your gun ended up in Roy's hands.
He winks at you 3 times in quick succession.
Because you pawned off your gun. You pawned it off for liquor.
Oh,
You pawned it so you wouldn't shoot yourself in the head.
I see. Interesting. Apparently I did go around town saying I'd kill myself to make a point in a violent and public display. But I don't remember why. I just remember that apparently I did it. Interesting. It's good I sold it. I'd have shot myself with it.
Wild stuff, Harry. Absolutely wild. I'm not judging you. We all have our dark days. What matters is Union men are gonna help you fix this. Anyway, the neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debardeurs Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
The pigs.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
Kim is hilarious. She was waving it around at people?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
We might be looking at someone with a medical history here. Watch out.
Can you set up a meeting?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
Do we want to know how he's gonna fund his new independent harbor? He is a skis ball. He is hilarious. I don't know. I think Idiot Doom Spiral was also pretty funny. He was like so hilariously incompetent. Like his entire life went down the drain because he lost his keys. It's the stupidest backstory ever.
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
Everything?
We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
What kind of bold new exotic revenue streams are we talking about?
Haven't you seen the crates outside, Harry? There's all sorts of fun stuff inside them. I mean, heck, this one has you and the lieutenant, me, and my novelty swordfish clock.
That's true.
Did he just deflate slightly? Was there something he wanted you to ask about? Maybe you should come back if you learn something relevant and ask again. You should definitely come back here and ask again if you learn more about the Union's dealings. There's something he's not telling you.
Great, Harry, great. I think we've truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today.
Oh,
we have
yeah.
united the RCM and the Dubois Union. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
Remember the container I asked you about? Turns out there's a mega rich light bending guy inside.
Mega rich light bending guy? Oh my god. How did that get in there?
He's so rich he could get in anywhere.
Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega rich light bending guys.
Kim, tell him he was there.
There was a guy in the container, but he didn't bend any light. That was in the detective's head.
Honestly, guys, we might be moving all kinds of suspicious things through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega-rich. I have a reputation to protect.
Yes, for God's sake, you're a socialist.
You're right, Harry. I am a socialist. I'm going to catch the mega-rich guy inside the container and harvest his energy to power the harbor's fog lights. I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry.
Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega-rich person somewhere in his container town.
Alright. Well, that was exciting stuff. We have a meeting for the gun. That was hilarious. Kim is easily the best character in the game so far. I don't think there's anybody else who comes even a little bit close to Kim. He is a gay icon. I want to go back to the smoker on the balcony and just see if he has anything new to say now that I have, Oh wait, I was supposed to talk to the mega rich dude.
The door seems to be...
What?
The door...
Conclusively locked? What? I thought that's where the mega rich dude was, though. Aww. That's tragic. Not for 1 second did he believe that there was a mega rich light bending guy anywhere in his Cray town. I specifically had my guys check for mega rich light bending guys. Got a reputation to uphold, Harry. Yeah, Everett Clare is a douchebag. I would absolutely have him arrested, but he's a lot of fun to listen to. Is he not gay if you play it differently? Or is his sexuality already set? I have to assume that his sexuality is always set. Because all you do is detect, right? So it's not a question of what changes in how you play the game, but like what you detect, right? It is curious, though. I would be interested to find out if there's a playthrough where he's not gay. I feel like the answer, though, the obvious answer to me anyway, is that he's only out if you ask him. And you can only ask him if you, like, incorporate the homosexual underground into your, like, mind cabinet. Regardless, he's definitely gay in our playthrough. Imagine missing. And also my sarcastic, I don't get paid enough for this shit icon. He's so good.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Tell me again about that muscular type.
Oh yes, let's see.
Thanks for the
Sure.
information. I met your
Anything
Sunday
else?
friend.
We did.
No.
And how did you like him?
I didn't. He's a government official. I don't trust government.
Ah, shoot. Why not?
What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
Ah. I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
What about me, Gendarme? Bye-bye, Gendarme.
I like him. I'm sad that I didn't get new dialogue now that I'm, like, aware of sexuality and deciding to ignore it or whatever.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
That's still locked.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Tell me more about the rare insect your husband is looking for.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but
Ah yes, Phasmatodia, a diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially.
I want to get stick bugged, mate.
where other phasmids imitate
Same.
sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us officers.
Oh, I am a detective.
To be honest, this animal sounds like a cryptid. You wouldn't happen to be searching for some kind of gnome of Jeroma, would you?
I smell pseudoscience, he's thinking. Not a big fan of that.
It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Establishment. I thought so.
What makes you think the phasmid is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have?
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind her glasses.
You seem really excited about this cryptid.
I suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insulindian phasmid. All scientists have their little hobby horses.
So, does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds.
I can't end this
It's how it's
conversation
stayed
until I
hidden
ask
all
everything.
these years, centuries even.
I freaking love cryptids. You kidding? Is it dangerous? No, we're not
Not
kidding.
at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
Okay, well, what's so special about the stick bug then?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well.
Cheers.
It
Oh,
is
wait.
very special.
Be right back.
Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Wait. Shoot. So much hydration. It's hydration station for us. Listen carefully to the sound of water. Do you have to pee? Time to put the water away. Moving right along. Tell me more about Morel. Luke's character, your relationship.
Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
Welcome back, Akus. Do you hear how curiously the sea churns above us? I turned you to podcast mode in the car. On this game, it's probably fine. How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How did the two of you meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say.
Don't be ashamed,
I
it's
was
fine.
looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident. And he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
I hope we find the cryptozoologist.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I think I have all the information I need. Let's move
I
on.
hope I've been useful.
That's all for now, ma'am. Akus, what'd you think of our Everard Claire adventure? Our big adventure into the forays of forging documents. Let's see. I don't know if there's anything else to do over here, so let's go here. I came in the middle of that convo. I'm glad Ibis enjoyed him. Yes. I couldn't find the woman whose husband definitely died 2 days ago. This bunker is like super locked.
An old door, worn by
Impossible.
elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
These rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. The chain trails off in the ocean to who knows where.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower. In the distance you can hear the breakers roar.
I don't see it, officer. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. In the whirling in rags.
Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower, took the shot there?
It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
That's true. What about the cigarette butts, though?
Those? A smoking assailant who favors Tumutiri to Astra or Joan? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for all men.
Tuamotirtri? I can't say that word. Good job, Kim.
Teomotiri was a Revacholian
Teomotiri.
colony on Ilmaran. The Suzerainties population was mostly Ilmaran Areopagites, up to 97%. The region was known for its tobacco export, hence the name.
I want to know a lot more about this.
Oh, you do? The butts you saw had a silhouette of a boy wearing a coffee hat, a tobacco picker. This boy is the Teomotiri brand logo. Contemporary Revacholians prefer Juan, a local blend from the southern islands, or Astra, a legendary cigarette from Grad. Teomotiri is favored by older men who like its old-fashioned paper filter tips, insane amount of tar, and the sweet smells of colonialism and halva.
The sweet smells of colonialism. Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fire this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out biddable prime, was it?
Look over the water to the whirling in rags.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, through a thick snowstorm melting flake by flake in the waves, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender.
Finished thought. Also, this relay tower coordinates boat traffic in the bay, barely. Huh. You take a mental note. Tia Motiri seems important somehow. Does it? Okay. Doesn't seem all that important to me, but what do I know? There's the dead man. Man, we really don't know where this cryptozoologist is, do we? I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna try this 3% check. And I'm probably gonna fail it, and then I'll reload, but I won't save scum it. I'll just, like... Must have been a big engine.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Huh, the door's shut tight. How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
What do you mean? We get into, like, everywhere.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
But that's who I am. That's who we are.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair, and we don't have the resources needed to open it. Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
At least you can think about opening it. About doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful would come from this.
We could always find the one more door thing. Research time 45 minutes. I don't know, maybe we do save. Determine where the shot came from. Ask about Ruby in the village. Find Morel. Let Morel know if you see him that Lena is worried. I hope you find the cryptozoologist. I know it's not working class man, because that's definitely the husband of that one chick that we convinced had a missing husband. But I couldn't find her afterwards, so I can't really tell her, which is tragic. Where else can we go? Is there anywhere we can go that we haven't gone already? I haven't explored, like, the entire left of the map, I don't think. Oh, hey! These people are new. What are these? Heavy military blockades with bullet holes. What is this? Could this be the buoy Claude told you about? Could it be?
A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds. At first, it just looks like trash. But if you look closer...
That over there must be the boy class you told us about. The one she hid her passport in. We should take a look.
We should take a look.
Ooh, hidden things, secrets, lies.
Pick up the buoy.
You lift the boy out of the water without much effort. It's not tied to anything. The cords dangling from the bottom appear to have been cut.
Sniff the buoy.
It smells like you would expect it to smell. A concentrated version of the coast.
Drama sounds like me.
Industrial slop and decay.
Drama is like the real Gollum of this game. Ooh, hidden passport. Eh? Lick the buoy, if only I could. Drama really be like, sire, he lies to you.
The water this side of the peninsula is cleaner, actually. Smells a little salty.
Examine it.
The number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt. A latch holds it close, but only just barely. The brittle metal of the latch has cracked.
Simple
Click.
construction. Very unsafe.
Shake the buoy.
There's something in there.
Open the
splashing
buoy.
around. A shot glass's worth of seawater pours out. Some algae, and nothing else.
Damn it.
Well, damn.
We're lucky it's still here. A little longer and it would have floated away. No documents. Who do you think took them?
I have no idea.
This is a minor quirk. We know what was in the buoy anyway.
Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope.
I have no idea. Do you have any theories, Lieutenant?
Might have been Glacia, might have been the people after her, might have been a local drunk. We should go.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you have the time. Though you doubt she'll tell you much at this point.
What the empty buoy be? Buoy! The soggy logs smell of ignition fluid. Still, they won't light up. It's almost impossible to get fire going near this ocean. Tiny cages, carefully constructed.
Here we go.
We found him!
Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders his movements ungainly. He looks like your understanding of a scientist.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Gary the crypto-fascist? What is a crypto-fascist?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
You must be Morel, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn waterlock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
He sounds mildly Australian.
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets underneath it makes it difficult to pass, not like walking over a nice waterlock.
The waterlock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it, withhold the whole story. Yeah, that was me. I broke the waterlock with my motor carriage. We could be up front, but it's fixed now. You can go back.
You broke the waterlock with a motor carriage? There was a billboard in the canal. Not a vehicle. It said Samaran Butter.
No, it was all me. I caused your delay, and I'm sorry, but you can return now.
Did he say we can go back now?
Oh my god, Gary, shut up.
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
Have you seen a woman with red hair who seems to be on the run?
I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging around in the reeds for days, looking for signs of insect activity. I'm less interested in mammalian concerns, to be perfectly honest.
Mammalian concerns.
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook, then gestures for you to proceed.
Tell me more about this phasmid you're looking for.
Which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, is the line that I guess just isn't here. What makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there?
Sure are.
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists, in our present case.
What sort of specialized techniques is the phasma using to hide itself?
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex.
Ah, yes, a perception filter. It's a Doctor Who stick bug.
But I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolve, without studying a live specimen.
A ghost insect, he said? These people are looking for a ghost.
Ghost insect? So you're ghost hunters?
No, that is precisely what we're not. We are zoological specialists, looking for an extant species of phasmid.
How big is the phasmid?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
That's scary.
Seems puny, to be honest.
Okay, physical instrument. Chill. Why are you so interested in the stick bug? Aren't there more sensational animals out there? Did he say mammalian as in mammals earlier? I was a bit distracted. Yeah, he said he was not concerned with mammalian, like, whatevers. He was basically saying, I don't know where Ruby is. I don't give a shit about humans.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for.
Ah, I see.
Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
Yeah? What have you discovered about it so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
So no one's even found one?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says, brusquely, enough that even he seems taken aback by it.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Lena said there's been a sighting of it here in Martinez.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the Insulindian phasmid has died out?
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
Oh yeah, I'm a raging feminist, I almost forgot. The male is the efficient life form. The world would be better off if women didn't need men to reproduce.
Nature does not concern herself with ethical propositions. As a scientist, my interest is strictly dispassionate.
Tell me more about these traps.
Well, They may not look impressive.
They're my one
but
weakness.
Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Lena designed the traps?
Yes,
How do they work?
simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can't get back out.
The straw is too short for the cup. This is so sad. Well, I guess I'll never finish the drink.
At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using as bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Okay.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm.
Chittering is such a good word.
A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
A carnivorous stick insect seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism.
This guy be like, yeah, I've studied cryptozoology and this specific stick insect my whole life. But yeah, okay, asshole, I guess you know more about it than I do, whatever. What will you do if the traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Let me ask you about something else.
Yes. What?
Lena seems pretty eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps.
This is probably why he's divorced.
My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
He looks south where Lena would be.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
Shut the fuck up, Gary. Why are you always talking all caps, you crypto-fascist?
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena. Also, I'm soaked up to my nuts. They really gave him an annoying voice on purpose, eh?
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Oh, wow.
She's seen it.
Really? She sighted the phasmid? She didn't tell me that.
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
What? She said you guys met on a dating website.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Okay, I understand. I don't give up on things either.
Good. A good quality to have, both for a police officer and an experimental zoologist.
I hope he doesn't
I
die.
could go for some trap setting.
What if we check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Cryptozoology and detective work are very similar.
Yes, indeed. Both require a great deal of research, attention to detail, and, above all, persistence.
What do I do if there's a phasmid in one of the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
Where are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there.
We're detectives and
It's very
cryptozoologists now.
Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them, you should check at least one of those before returning to this one. Since I just said it, this one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture?
But Kim, maybe our suspect is hiding out in the reeds along with the traps.
I have a feeling the only people foolish enough to spend their time skulking among the reeds are these poor fools, and us. But fine, it's not like we are drowning in leads.
What if I encounter the Phasmin in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed.
Nice.
It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Lay it on me. Thick.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
I'm ready. Let's get to it.
Right, which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Who does Gary sound like? Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt. What about his eager-to-leave friend Gary there? Talk to him too, perhaps.
I'll get going.
Hello, I'm Gary. Very generous of you to help us out, officer. Yellow man. I mean, officer.
No, you did not just say that to Kim.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook.
I don't think we like crypto-fascists, y'all.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Degenerates, this man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
I am neither of those things, I can assure you. I am a by-the-books, clean-as-a-whistle officer to the law. I'm not even tempted to touch intoxicants.
I've been tempted on occasion, but someone has to stay strong for Revocol.
His gaze shifts to the pile of soggy logs at his feet.
He pronounces Revocol with a hard K, unlike other people.
You said Revocol?
I like to pronounce it the hard way. The old way. The Vespertine way.
Oh my god, this guy.
It's a secret rite. A very fringe nationalist handshake, probably.
Do you know anything about the man hanged behind the whirling rags?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about.
No, we're here to hunt
Great
bugs,
to hear
dude.
someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
Rodikia? Is that how you pronounce it? With a hard K for some reason?
He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? Strange. He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitseragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sale. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you have a problem with sealites?
No, no problem at all. Not many sealites
The
here.
lieutenant is a
or
native
anywhere,
of
other than
Revachol.
say- Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
No.
Not many sealites
What
here.
are they doing in
or
that
anywhere,
seal there?
other
Scheming?
than
No, wait,
sail.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, yes.
Are you
Of
a
course he is.
cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
After all this time with Morel, he must have an opinion on cryptids. This could lead to a good one.
I'm into cryptids. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, yes. The burning rhino. Morel doubts he's real, but I don't much care, because I won't be the one looking for him out in Safra Serai.
What's a burning rhino?
A rhinoceros that looks ordinary during the day, but burns brightly by night. Well, at least the males do.
How do they burn?
They have special ducts just above their shoulder blades that secrete a combustible fluid. When the rhino is just beginning to light itself, it looks as though it has wings of fire.
But how is this combustible fluid lit?
How does the lighting of this fluid actually work?
The rhino starts running very fast to build heat, then stops, raises its head, and sparks fly from its neck, setting its back ablaze.
That seems unlikely.
Yeah, well, Revachol used to be a flaming rhino once, a long time ago. That seems unlikely too, doesn't it?
Super solid argument, Gary. Can't argue with that.
Why only the males?
The flames are not just for decoration. They are an integral part of the beast's mating behavior.
I love rhetoric. Super solid argument, Gary. How so?
During the burning rhino's mating season, herds of male rhinos, all aflame, encircle herds of female rhinos, forming a fiery ring as they begin to copulate loudly.
Man, crypto-fascists are weird.
Local peasants call it the passion ring. They fear the rhinos, as perhaps they should. Anyway.
The lieutenant sighs without looking up from his notes. It's clear the burning rhino is dear to him on many levels, some even spiritual.
Thank you for your cooperation. Can I talk to Kim about this?
Yes?
No, I can't. Damn. What is this, a can? Oh, money! I love money. Hey! I didn't get any money from Everard. I guess I got the lead on my gun, but that was really it, huh? How many traps do I have to check? I guess I should check all of them, huh? I don't actually remember where they are. I'm gonna be honest, I already forgot. Sunglasses! No boat in the boathouse today. Oh, there's a trap with locusts in it.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before.
Look
Same
around.
net behind you. The ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows.
Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
Damn, I was hoping it would be in the first one.
No, you weren't.
Okay. Fuck you, Kim.
Cop of the apocalypse.
Yeah!
It's not fire. It's not ash. There will most certainly be a sea of corpses leading up to the event. But it won't be war or pestilence that causes it. Oh no. The event will belong to a genre of cataclysm no man has dared to suspect would ever come to pass. You can only sense the shape of it, like a cavity A pit opening up in your stomach. A throat into which the world will vanish. The streets, the grass, the stars, all will be rolled back. By whom? By what? And how? You don't know. All you know is you're not joking around.
Nice. Money! I'm such a wise idiot. What is this? Have I seen this yet?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Something's definitely gone down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Why not?
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
Is Disco Elysium leftist? Sounds like they want gun control. Let's do a visual calculus here.
Unable to piece together
Really?
the big picture just now. There's a hole in their hypothesis.
I'm dumb.
The scattering of bullet holes looks like one giant smiling mouth, smiling its deadly smile, laughing at you, and the world, and the living.
I know, 72% we failed. That's dice. The sign says intra interdite, or interdite, I don't know. Interdit? Who knows? French is weird. Money! I love money. Yeah, is that more money? Hooey. Nope, it's just... I don't know! A door. A building. Could the instigator be inside? The door is only barred shut. It's inaccessible. Money! So much of it. Delightful. Where are we? What was that?
There's no way the perp is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
Kim, you think she's in there? Point at the boarded up building.
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in, though many have tried.
Could I try to get it though?
Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points.
Physical instrument talking to my gamer sensibilities. Nothing left to do here, am I right? Let's leave. How do I get down? How? How do I get here? An old ticket taker booth, no longer in operation. Ancient paint is peeling off. I cannot fast travel. Why not? I don't understand. Whatever. Let's go inspect some other traps.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But the reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble while the snow falls all around. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
Reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
Let's keep going. The next one is the lucky one.
Yep. The next one has a crab trapped in it. These are just crab traps, you do realize.
Look around.
The reeds, the later it gets.
Leave. Where were the other traps? Damn. I think there was one up the coast, like where that other area we thought might be the sniper nest was. That guy's still out with the sun. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. Never did find that lorry, huh? Too far north, I guess. Where's that trap? Oh, there it is.
This trap's not too hard to spot once you know what to look for.
Should
Keeping
check
it
that
hidden
gate again?
has not been a priority
I did
for
check the gate.
cryptozoologist.
Look around.
The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze. Snow specks the stalks. Most of it melts quickly. The reeds seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we are done.
You getting tired?
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
Aw, Kim, you're such a sweetie. Checking these traps with me. Yeah, I don't know where it could be. I've been thinking about it. I haven't stopped. Oh, a shirt and 14 cents. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I guess what I've come up with is maybe there's somebody we have to talk to. My best guess right now is, like, you know how the lorry driver, the racist one, we found his lorry? Like, maybe talking to him will reveal whose lorry is the one that belonged to Ruby, you know? Like, that's one of my theories right now. That's, like, one of my best guesses. Other than that, like, maybe Gart knows, but that's kind of a long shot. We already tried talking to Titus again. I feel like, what's-his-face? The guy who kind of knew what she was talking about, he, like, gave us a bunch of sciencey sounding mumbo-jumbo, but, like, clearly didn't know. I feel like he would know which lorry it was, but I can't talk to him directly. I have to talk through Titus. And I've definitely already done that.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
She must be Estelle, the last of the speed freaks, Posse. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Dear child, it's freezing. Where is your hat?
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I should, and I do, point at your hat.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too if you plan on staying outside in this weather.
Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
Authority, heroic. Regain authority in her eyes. Where's my authority level? Is that kind of language really necessary?
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
Actually, that's it for now.
Okay, bye.
Put on my authority clothing. This is -2 authority. Do I have anything that's plus authority? I have plus physical instrument. This is big time authority. I don't think anything else is subtracting my authority. Alright.
The shaggy hit.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you gonna help us?
I can't
With
say.
the
I gotta ask
church,
questions
I mean.
first.
Shoot.
I'd like to. What are you doing out here in the cold? No. Yeah.
Recording, I guess.
And what is your recording
I
exactly?
think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones.
You googled it.
I think I
Alright.
just recorded your footsteps too.
How close
Not sure
am
how
I
that will sound.
to figuring it out with those two options I presented?
What happened to the old headphones?
What happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
And what are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps.
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
I said maybe Gart would know. And then I said Titus. I already tried talking to Titus, and I got information from the... What was his name? Fat something? Fat Angus. And Fat Angus told me a little bit, but not enough. So I didn't think that was any kind of lead.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
Take this, your call.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Give me your hat. Here, you need this more than I do.
Thanks.
My orange bum hat! Aww. I don't know what I expected. You said it's supposed to be a music place. Did you mean the one Andre's got planned, the church?
Yeah, the boys think it could be a place, like the Elysium or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Elysium, that's for sure.
Give her the hat. Oh, I lost my hat. I mean, you know how in Pokemon when sometimes you can present someone with something and then you get to keep it? So I thought it might be one of those. This happened in Tim Tim too. Somebody asked me for a Tim Tim and I was like, yeah, sure. Here's my Tim Tim. And then they just kept it. And I was like, what? How dare you?
And who are these boys?
Yeah, Andre and the guys, inside the tent.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Didn't you see it yourself? It's mostly music stuff. Like this tape recorder, but bigger.
You mean like those headphones your boyfriend sold?
Yep, they were pretty. I'm sorry we sold those.
Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
I had some other questions.
Go ahead.
Give her a hat, +1. Empathy low. The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up. Actually, that's it for now. How can we bump up our empathy? Because apparently we did not need authority. I wish I could sort by, like, shit that I need. This is -1 empathy. Oh, here we go. These glasses give me empathy. These shoes also give me empathy. You'd have to be pretty empathetic with shoes like those. Am I right? Oh, also I need a hat. I guess this hat. +1 logic, -1 suggestion. Do I hear a knock? A knocking sound? Where is that coming from? Wait a minute. Did Erin accidentally lock herself out?
What?
Oh no, never mind. Okay. That's so weird. I could swear I heard a knocking sound.
Same though.
Well, you know what? The news is I would stop doing whatever I'm doing and try and let you in if you were locked out.
But we don't know if there's someone out there now.
Oh shit. Well, I guess we'll never know since you're inside.
God damn it. Now I'm paranoid.
Hello again.
28%? Are you kidding me? Okay, save game, I guess. Why is it so low? Imagine cosplaying as a specific
Hello
Disco
again.
Elysium build. Have you seen a red-haired woman around?
No,
Oh.
Just no?
it's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
You keep missing what I'm saying. Oh, yeah. There is a main better way to talk to someone we already have spoken to get the key to the lorry. F. Considering what we're trying to do here, this doesn't look like a good sign.
Superstition. We can turn the grim desolation into a fun dance club, and
What's
thus
that?
also help turn this hellhole around.
What's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the
Actually,
wires?
just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
She would be really useful in the church to help out the chick with the programming.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Yeah? And he knew on my wife's name? How about my mother?
No, you're welcome.
Thanks. Does anyone does it have anything to do with Contact Mike?
Yeah, I record stuff with it.
No, I mean the boxer, Contact Mike.
No. This is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside solid objects. Contact mic just beats people up.
That's not fair. And an understatement.
You know, Contact Mike doesn't just beat people up. Contact Mike is a role model.
An entire litany spews forth.
Yes, you heard right. You should try to be more like Contact Mike, a successful athlete and an inspirational figure who has overcome social, physical, and mental obstacles.
Man, you are one weird cop.
This isn't about me. This is about your lack of respect for one of boxing's greats, and for yourself.
What is it with you and this Mike guy? Okay, if it floats your boat, I'll be more like Contact Mike and less like me.
Yes, that does indeed float my boat.
Uh-huh. Good on you.
How does that thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Press the guy that was leaning on a truck back near the main area with all the strike union people. I think I saw him. The guy with the green and red circular tattoos. Cool. Have to go. Alright, bye! Have a good one. Where'd you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's the Palaceum?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole.
I got to the straw. Go on.
It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Wow.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Interesting. This is the guy your friend Egghead likes?
Oh yeah, Egg's really into him. Maybe even too into him. He's a pretty intense personality.
I'm pretty intense too, you know.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
It means I'm hip beyond my years.
That's cool.
You're right. Time has deserted me.
Sucks, man. Was there something else? About the contact mic, perhaps?
Actually, I had some non-mic questions for you.
Okay.
More like Contact Mike now. Hang on. Let's see if we can win this. I want to pass this legendary
Hello
empathy
again.
check.
The device
Yes!
is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice feeling miserable at your age, or at any age, in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live in their failure with this by your side. Tap on the tape recorder.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
I'm once again reminded of how Contact Mike rose from the slums of St. Baptiste to the top of the boxing world, overcoming adversity and serious brain trauma. Nothing is coming, nothing he wouldn't knock out in 3 rounds. The real fight is for the right attitude. No, I'm gonna say the dark, actually.
I know. I'll stick to it. So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
You said eating me? There's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell.
I
But,
guess...
okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
I guess there is something that's been making my life hell.
What is it?
I think it's the plight of the working class.
Oh. Really?
The golem of capital runs rampant, smashing creator and slave alike. I fear the process is irreversible.
Wow. Social justice really matters that much to you?
Yep.
That's commendable.
Thanks.
It really had you shaken up there. Are you sure that's it, though?
No, that's probably not it, is it?
No. It sounds like you just got chick issues.
You could be right, but I don't know for certain.
Well, think about... Anyway, was there something else?
I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
To the cops.
Aha, okay. Maybe I'll ask all later about this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Tell me more about this music place you've been planning in the church.
It's supposed to become, like, a club for anodic dance music. Like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Elysium. Except that... yeah.
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice. There will never be a club for anodic music here. Not in a million years.
What is anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Like what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
This is an evolutionary step up from amplified instruments, which in turn are a step up from acoustic instruments. What comes after it, you wonder? A black-tinted nothingness? Or something finer?
Enough about the church then. I had another question.
Go ahead.
Never mind. Man, they really got this almost 20-something digging around in the ice for nothing. We gotta shame those boys. Those boys are shameful.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid?
Yeah.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
I saw a sticker on the padlock. Can you tell me anything about it?
A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Why describe it if you already know what I mean?
So I can hear you do it. Sometimes the outside gaze helps us reflect on things.
Noid, don't bother our guests with your games.
Piss off, Andre. Me and Mr. Cop are trying to discuss art.
Oh, well, I am an art critic.
You shouldn't talk like that.
Yeah, I don't mind. No, you should be more respectful.
Right, noted. Sorry. Anyway, what was it like?
An off-handed sorry, if there ever was one.
Empathy's back. It's yellow circle, the human face with X's for eyes. Smiling underneath. I think the X's mean the guy is dead. Yeah.
Good, good. What did you want to know?
Was I right? Is it a dead guy smiling?
Yes, you're the 23rd person to get it right. And I've asked 23 people. Looks like it's a dead guy smiling to the entire human race.
What does it mean?
He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths.
What?
The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death.
Okay.
Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
I'm thinking maybe the smiling dead guy is a symbol for communism. It's also dead, but doesn't care.
Yeah, that interpretation holds.
What makes the sticker so modern?
Simplicity was brought to us by classical soul artist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right?
I don't know.
Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss haunting him.
Okay.
The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
You come up with stuff by yourself?
Not alone. Many people are thinking the same thing right now. There's a gathering at the Elysium. The beat is the same for all.
I think we've exhausted the subjects for
I guess
now.
one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
Why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
I don't understand what that means. I can see that. Further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve sign synchronicity would be by getting us into the church. Okay, maybe I'll come back later. Let's talk to
Hi
Andre.
again.
He's
So,
clearly the leader.
How are things going?
I want to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even is running water.
And it's distilled, too.
Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
What's with all the Nosafed?
The what now?
Point at the bottle of nasal spray in the corner. The Nosafed Ultra, you have a lot of it lying around.
Oh, the old Ultra.
He's like an actor, looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
You sound fine to me.
Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Uh-huh.
Nosafed is the shit.
Can I have some? I have some nose problems, too.
Sure. Here you go, officer. The Noser. Blast away.
It reeks of sweat in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
It's mixed with a peculiar chemical scent, like laundry detergent.
He sniffs the air, then shrugs. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug-related. They look and act like the kind of guys who've done their fair share.
They do look and act like that, don't they, Logic?
However, their breathing is regular, their jaws stay put, and their pupils aren't dilated. So, not under the influence right now.
Hardcore.
At least, not under the influence of stimulants. That doesn't rule out hallucinogens, benzos, some depressants. How do you know all this?
Alright, enough of this.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
That's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
Let's put our logic clothes on. Because right now our logic is not at all up. I'm gonna be so logical. So fucking logical. Ooh, +2 logic on this hat. Glad I found it. My perception's so low now.
Hi again.
Oh, 72% now.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids, now gather around.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure where and how, I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective.
But you still are.
Thank you for your kind words, but everyone in here sees I'm a disgrace to the uniform.
What happened?
Disco happened.
I've been trying to say we need the next step in dance music to happen fast.
Shut it.
What? I have. I've said that.
Now, obviously that might as well have been 1,000 years ago, but there's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent.
Suna hinted that there's something else going on, that I'm being naive.
Hey man, who knows what she's on about? I get it. She doesn't want us in the church. She's got something against us.
Who doesn't like to dance? She doesn't like to dance.
You're sober. Was it hard for you to keep sober for this meeting?
We don't need drugs to be hardcore.
Shut the fuck up, Egg.
Maybe not today, Egg, but you need drugs to get through the day when you're not expecting me.
Climb down from the equestrian monument, cop man. Consciousness is new to the universe. We all have our ways to ease the shock.
Bottom line is, I know.
What exactly is it you know?
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of lab equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
He points to the speaker.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Where is his friend? Did he no. Where's his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You only have one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
You have no headphones. Wouldn't Estelle need her headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
I know you pawned them, likely for lab equipment and drug ingredients.
I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
That nosophed is here for its active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine. Almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudoephedrine.
The distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life. What's your point, Lawbringer?
There's no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Punishable by summary execution?
It's not.
So what are we gonna do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
We do this lawman style. First you tell me everything, then I pass judgment.
Or else?
Welcome, Skeledaddy. Or else I'll call backup and haul you all off to the pin for starters.
Okay, man. Okay. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal.
Because we do! We totally do!
We just need to turn it into a speed lab before.
Oh my goodness.
To get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
Uh-huh.
But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Whatever you think is right, sir. But please, we were only trying to make a living.
Let's do this clean. No speed lab. Just a club for erotic music. Proceed with the club.
Yeah!
I knew it. It's impossible now.
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for erotic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
What's that about a fish?
There needs to be a club for erotic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time.
Is that Wish.com Arnold? No, that's Egghead. He's hardcore.
We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
Under the picture of Dolores Day, the first Holy Innocents.
This will be nothing.
Alright, yeah, you're right.
You can hear the ice crack underneath you. Outside, the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind. A grape-shot row of falling houses. And so is Rue de Saint-Giraud and all the houses on Main Row. The old cinema is sinking underneath Villa La Bosse.
Does anybody feel that?
What?
Nothing. Let's call this incident crime prevention, but I have my eye on you.
Okay. We'll try to do it without the drugs. We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but, I swear to God. Okay, Egg?
From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
You mentioned some kind of ecclesiastes own the church. Who are these ecclesiastes?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
I see. Now humor me, Andre. What is the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization.
And
they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericanassian Church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the innocentic system, no?
now, Andre, in your opinion, would this ancient religious organization who anoints the innocents want a club for erotic music in one of their churches? No, wait. They sound like exactly the kind who would want loud erotic music in their church.
You're right, they do.
The Pericanassian Church is about love. Erotic music is about love. I got love for my Pericanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance!
He violently shakes the tape player as if to see if he can break it.
Love is hardcore!
Unity! Unity!
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse!
He turns the volume up, then looks at you with a knowing nod, as if it's obvious he will now break into dance.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
No words. Enjoy the beat. Nod your head.
Feels good.
How could the founding party be anything but enthusiastic? Dance music is about love, and so is the Pericanassian Church.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
His friend forms a fist with a screwdriver still in his hand, approvingly so.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving. You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if they get this club going. You've got it in you.
About the church, I checked it out.
And? What happened?
I talked to the shadow-clad climbing the beams, a man living in the ceiling.
Oh man, the crab man you mean? Who is he? What did you think?
Seemed okay to be honest, very spiritual.
Really? Huh, interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and praying from the looks of it.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
He told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
You're just gonna have to live with the crab man.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light!
This is gonna be the greatest club of all time.
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She did not like the Anodic Dance Club idea.
What a pity. That's my favourite thing in the world. And she doesn't like it at all.
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear that she won't leave until her own project is finished.
And you can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, Honor Man.
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her.
See, Suna's working on finding the 2mm hole on the planet. You know, the void, the pale, apparently the end of reality, so maybe find that first before you start your club.
If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
The lines in the dark exist, coexist.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Anodic dance music?
She absolutely does not. Really, truly despises it.
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right?
I refuse to throw her out.
It's all okay with you.
But I can try convincing her.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend. Goodbye.
What in the world? Alright. We really are gonna help those ravers start a nightclub, apparently, instead of helping the scientists solve the problem of the hole in the universe. Also, we are no closer to finding Ruby. I just want to point that out.
Hello again.
Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of this plan.
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth. Which isn't much.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
Oh my god, I love Kim.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it.
I should have tried harder. Misleading a cop is no joke.
I know. I should have been able to control them. And I will in the future. I promise. May I ask? What did you tell them?
Do what you will with your dance club plans, but no drug labs, please.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
That's it for now. I guess we go back to the church? Wait, I was looking for the stupid trap for the cryptid. completely forgot about that. I thought it would be set up behind here, but I guess it's not. I have no clue where the last trap is. Damn. Ooh. What's in here? Magnesium! That's so useful. I keep getting low morale because I keep, like, making myself sad. A school of fish huddle in the fence post and scatter into the dark. I'm the apocalypse cop. They'd better scatter. What is this? Where are we going? Where are we going? Stop the sad. I can't help it. I keep failing checks and calling myself an idiot. Looking back at you from the rust-colored water, you.
Wait. Take a longer look at yourself and how you're reflected in that slick chemical rainbow. What do you see? Metaphor. It's always metaphor.
Some kind of metaphor for me.
This is more important than you. That's the blood of industry you see before you. The runoff from Coal City, further down the coast. The engines of fortune once roared here. Great wealth poured into Revachol, the Delta, as did smoke, waste, sickness, life. The engines stopped. The West Revacholian industrial base was dismantled after the war. Now, extinguished coke furnaces dot the landscape, a landscape despoiled by industry.
I see.
Filth. This needs environmental action now.
I don't see the problem. Revachol moved on to a service industry. Get with the times, yo. West Revacholian industrial base, that's so me. There was a serious dereliction of duty in this cleanup.
Perhaps you could dedicate your life to cleaning it up. But you're a cop. You must concern yourself with different messes. Even so, it's pretty to think.
Okay. It is pretty to think. Thanks, Rhetoric. I really feel like shit now. Rust-eaten letters. I read Mazout. Hey, a shack! Hey, 2 children. Have I been in this shack before? Oh, I have not been in this shack before. Oop. I still haven't found... There was something I was supposed to look for in the fishing village. Oh, hey, shit.
Hello, mister.
A young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She is looking at you with frank curiosity.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
I heard there was a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
Oh.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
And where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
I see.
We are going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
He enunciates the last 2 words carefully.
Oh. They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Do you know anyone named Ruby?
Luby. Luby.
She gets all serious and leans in as if she's about to tell you a secret.
My mom tells me I'm a big girl. But she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can. But then, Uller.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
Kids.
Alright, well I guess she doesn't know where Ruby is. What's that thing you're holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. So,
Oh.
Like,
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Pleased to meet you, Lambie.
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers. But you're also fuzzy, like Lammy.
Are the twins outside your brothers?
Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
They look identical, right? I said the same thing.
They look identical.
What's that? Pointed
It's a
bird.
grouse.
Oh.
Wasn't Gar, the cafeteria manager, trying to repair a piece of taxidermy?
Can I have it?
Sure. Just go and get it. I don't like it anyways. It looks angry.
All right. You just need to grab it from the ceiling and go.
Goodbye.
Bye.
This has been a very profitable adventure. Industrial coal pellets burn with an orange glow. There's nothing left in here to explore. Wow. Okay, so we got a taxidermy bird and the location of the armored gloves. What a helpful girl. She's like literally more helpful than anyone else in this entire town. Holy crap. I'm glad we went in that hut. This must be the sandcastle. I guess that's a castle. She's right, it really isn't good.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Reach in the catacombs and pull out the shiny object.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
We are doing good. Way better than I thought. Look at this. We got BAM. And then also... shit, where are they? Where did the gloves go? No. Did I need to get those while he wasn't around? Uh-oh. Oh no. I hope Kim didn't take them and bag them as evidence. Right side, second row, underclothes. Oh, right! They're where the, Beautiful. +2 interfacing. Because I lost the hat. I forgot about that. Alright. I guess it's still not 2200, so I can't get my gun. Let's talk to this chick again. She was one of the chicks I needed a signature for.
The sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh?
Never mind.
Really?
I already asked you.
Are you sure you're not also looking for Nadia Harnancourt? Or Ignis Nielsen? Or the great lost city of Ace, under the waves?
I am looking for a lot of stuff, ain't I?
A lot of stuff.
I guess so. Doesn't feel like a lot to me. I could be doing more. Maybe there's something missing from your life.
Oh. There's plenty missing. But that's too much for even an eager terrier like you to handle. Although you seem
I'm hitting
very
on
thorough.
her.
Tell me, instead, is there something else I can help you with?
That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way.
Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
Do I tell her it's art? It's an installation. Very conceptual.
An installation. Us poor people are stupid and don't get installations. All I see is a heap of trash. This actually calls for a funeral, I think.
You are suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
What an odd thought. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gotvaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Alright, I'm in, but organizing a funeral takes lots of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake?
Alright.
Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
You suggested the funeral! What are you talking about?
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities, Kim, like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area, or...
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example.
Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
Hold on. Do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
But not when you're in a tight spot.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Oh right, I'm a raging feminist. Figures, typical patriarchal nonsense. Mascu venomosity.
Sure. Venomosity. But boys will be boys, and God knows we don't have many around. So far, the sword has been enough to keep them in line.
Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Yeah.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her. Show her the wonder.
I'm a raging feminist who's about to show you the wonder, apparently. Let's...
Coach means the expression.
Oh no. Oh no. Rhetoric is a nickname for physical instrument, and it's coach, which is already funny. Behold, point to the expression on your face that I haven't gotten rid of yet. Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
Oh my god.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
Can I borrow that sword?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. It would put me in an early grave.
So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Oh, gone where?
To the waves.
Oh.
The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh, say no more, wait for her to continue.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
Womp womp.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Death is nothing. I shit on death. No, let's probably not say that. It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheels spinning. No, I hate that too. I'm actually gonna go with the first one because it's the dumbest.
I don't. But us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
The kids? Ah.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her.
Thanks, empathy.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Suggestion very low. Kim's presence makes it awkward, -1. Okay. Is that your boat? Point to the overturned boat.
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days. Catch a snowflake in your palm.
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
Nope.
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly of the boat.
When do you think it'll be ready? There's something we might have to check out on one of the islands. The origin of a shot.
Shot, huh? The boat will be ready when the sea turns and the winds settle. You can't command the weather, officer.
Damn.
Waves wash the sand. A skiff moves across the mirror-smooth sea, far away from here. A lone passenger, a fast sloop in the distance. White sails.
What is Shivers? Because I know what the rest of these are. Like, I understand rhetoric and logic, and I understand, to some extent, like, bioelectricity and the, muscular instrument or whatever, right? Physical instrument. Shivers is like giving me this random yearning stuff. I don't really get it, but okay.
My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
Okay. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
What else?
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insular Indian cuisine.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
On the other hand, we could hit on her. Walking on the beach sounds quite romantic.
Oh, very. Finding pieces of glass, bits of wood. Every once in a while we get dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. What else? Bottles, drugs also, lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass. Very romantic.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
I need to know about those human bodies. A mine? The RCM could use a mine. Where is it? Drugs? I need info on this. Major narc. Point to yourself. This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? I hate all of these. Alright, let's ask why doesn't she leave?
And go where? The fish are plentiful here and we get enough orders to get by. It's not great, but it's something.
Just somewhere, close your eyes for dramatic effect, away from all this sadness.
People imagine picking up and finding something better is an easy solution. But how is that supposed to work when all your time and energy goes to staying alive? You have almost nothing to set aside to actually fight your way out.
I don't know if there are actual romance options in this game, but if there are, I guess there was a chance with Klaus J at the beginning, albeit a very low red check. And then, this chick, and I think there was a point where I tried to ask what's-her-face, Joyce, for money, and, like, one of my personalities was smitten, so I was like unable to because I would be shamed, and then my morale went down and I died. So I guess she's an option too. Or they're options, and then you pass the check and they just let you down a different way. I don't know.
I don't mean to complain about my poorer life. We are warm and fed here, and I don't know. There's just something about this shithole.
A sudden gust of cold air blows in from the sea. The waves flow and ebb. Around you, the fishing village takes its slow and steady breaths. Its many wooden structures, worn by bitter years of salt and storm.
Shake off the stupor?
Even at the worst of times, Revachol cares for its inhabitants.
Be seeing you. What was the thing that we needed? We needed... was it interfacing or empathy? Suggestion, I think. Oh, we're never gonna pass that, are we? How much suggestion do we even have? We can get minus suggestion. Right now we have 0 suggestion. We can bump up empathy, electrochemistry, shivers, -1 suggestion, +1 empathy. Yeah, I guess not. RIP. Okay, I guess we could travel here? What were we looking for? Oh, the woman at the bookstore. Maybe she's there now. I don't really know when she comes or goes. Maybe she's seen
The
her.
lights are so pretty when it gets dark.
Never mind. I don't think that the 2 old people have seen her. We did return the bowl, so I don't think there's anything else to do with them anyway. I don't think we can find her today. Oh, I guess we could go find the lorry, right? Yes, lorry. My big plan was to ask the racist lorry driver, so I'm gonna try that first, even though there's an easier way.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
You said something about the rights and privileges of lorrymen?
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter. Had a royal license and everything.
What's a carter?
Someone with a cart. What
So he was a garbage man.
Not at all.
So it's a
We're
kind of
part of a
union?
guild. Hell no. It's a guild. Invitation only. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck him right up the ass. Mark my words.
What are you hauling?
Generations of practice. Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long has this been going on? What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Sounds like a cover story.
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of... Oh, I'm here.
Koiko may be another derogative. For a person from Grad, you think.
Well, I wasn't really that interested in your cargo anyway.
The man bites his lip and drops the near-finished cigarette lingering between his fingers.
What was that
He
argument all
reaches
about?
for it.
It's about biological determinism, natural law. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all.
So you're just a racist.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. People who've studied these things say that you and me...
Race is a simplistic means of social classification based on easily
you just look at
observed
people and make
attributes.
arbitrary judgments.
The lieutenant tries to remain impassive, but the slight arch of his eyebrow tells you that he's liking it.
As arbitrary as any judgment, that doesn't make it less of a fact. We all have to use facts. Huh? Once you accept it, you'll gain the clarity of understanding.
He is comfortable reciting these thoughts. He's spent quite a lot of time meditating on the subject.
Fuck yeah, what an ally. What else have you thought up?
So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources.
Yeah, what's the problem with that then?
The problem? The damn keeps are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
Uh-huh.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new subrace, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
I am not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, Runt.
Got him. We've already talked to him though, so it's like, it's kind of why we're skipping most of his dialogue. Alright. I just said talk to Tommy. I do want to investigate this lorry. This dude?
The woman still has
Pale
her
driver.
eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Ma'am?
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Ma'am, some questions.
No response. Wherever.
Nothing to do here. Alright. Where is this Tommy boy? Not here. Not this dude. There's the striking workers. There's the racist lorry driver. Check yo DMs. Ah. Womp womp. This dude.
Still here.
I
Stuck in
did
this
talk
damn
to
jam,
him.
my man. What's up?
I asked him what he was hauling.
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They who?
The bosses, man.
So you're broke. Got it. What else did I have to ask here?
Dunno.
Tell me more about the strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Maybe I should go on strike.
Maybe you should. Cops don't get paid much and the hours are long. Plus, you can get shot. Why not?
The RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote our own leaders. It would be like striking against your own mother.
I don't know my mother, but I'd go on strike against her too, for my rights.
Okay. But do continue. You were asking about the strike?
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Yeah?
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
My empathy's too low. That's all for now. Bye. Get that empathy up, baby. What is my empathy currently? It's like normal. Alright. Dang, all these like clothes. This is very quickly becoming the like big closet cop, you know what I mean? Like alright, let's change clothes and ask him again. I think maybe this is bad for the game somehow, but I'm not really sure how. Empathy shoes. Does anything give me minus empathy before I continue? I don't think it does.
Still here. Stuck in this damn
28%.
jam, my man.
Ease into it.
That's an 8.
Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
I want to know about your soul.
You really are the law, aren't you? I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversational skills, does it?
It does not.
Just like that, he slips out of your reach. It is possible the yelling didn't help.
Makes sense. Let's try again.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam.
In his eyes, an
There we go.
unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Where does it lead?
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines.
Further.
To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin. The border approaches.
And beyond the border?
You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
What's in the southwest?
Excuse me?
He emerges from the reverie.
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Really, you can tell me.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Diora?
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy.
Good.
I think of them a lot.
I guess.
I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me.
This will somehow lead me to the Lord?
What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
No, I feel hunted, apparently.
Hunted? By what?
By a shadowy figure known only to me as the X-something.
An ex-wife?
It's followed me into this world when I awoke. I think it might be a planar hunter.
Planar hunter? Wow. That sounds really bad. I hope that doesn't happen to my marriage.
Don't worry. I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen to your marriage.
Yeah. In marriage, you never know if you're doing the right thing. I hope we're doing our best to keep ours together, but anything can happen. Look, man. Thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone. I know it wasn't easy to ask, so I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Thanks. What are you hauling?
High-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
You're under arrest.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Though we've been
So
making
nothing
headway
illegal
in
then?
not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Oh, that's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
That's a found A6 you got there.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry. The man taps his fingers.
I literally have no clue how to get this lorry. I don't think he was very helpful. If that was the straightforward way, then we're just never gonna find it straight up. I have no idea. We passed the seal check and everything. Humanitarian aid, not for resale. Helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. I mean, I have no idea. Well, there's other stuff to get, right? Like, maybe? Oh, that other trap, right? That was a thing in our quest. Get a cell to talk about her associates. Sync the signs with noise. Inspect the traps. Check the trap near the canal you crossed, southeast of the village. Hey, we're right there. Okay. 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 Here it is. Easy. And this will be it, right? This is the lucky one?
It takes you a moment, but finally, you spot the last of Morel's traps. This one's partially obscured by the reeds.
Reach for the trap.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here.
Look closer.
No locust. No phasmid either. But still.
It's empty.
Your voice echoes on the coast, carried by a gust of cold wind.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
What if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out?
Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now. We are not cryptozoologists. We are cops.
Says you.
A cold gust of air dries your sweaty face, and you look to the dark shadow of the felled building in the distance, drawing you to it. What a strange sensation. Once this is done, should you ask the wind again?
Should I? Decades of old concrete.
You've checked all the traps now. There's no...
Shiver sounds like ASMR. It does. It actually kind of sounds like Night Vale. But if Night Vale were way more chill. You know what I mean? Which I guess Night Vale counts as ASMR. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. Oh, it must be my footprints. Where else can we go? I guess we can go back to the cryptozoologist and his wife, right? I assume they met up again. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go, like, find him again, which I don't want to do.
Crypto-fascism is bad, kids.
This dude had to record, like, a ton of dialogue. You know what I mean? Just a ton. Oh yeah, they are back. Cool. It's like a party now.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
I'm basically also a cryptozoologist now.
I knew it.
Kim's also a detective.
Well, in that case, sweetie, let me give you a small token of my gratitude.
She gave me a pencil and a tie.
It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is an antique, quite special to the cryptozoological community.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
Nice.
You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
Let's convince her.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Hey Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Cryptid extravaganza? I like the sound of that.
And I don't. Just one.
Ooh, tough choice there.
What's the biggest cryptid? What's the tiniest cryptid? What's the most dangerous cryptid? Is that a cryptid on this pen you gave me? Take out the pen. Are there any invisible cryptids? Is this bird a cryptid? Point to the tie she gave you. Which one do we pick? Which cryptid, guys? This is your chance. Bird. Tiniest. Duke it out. The bird's the one on the tie. Tiniest. Dang, I really do want to know about all of them, though. Duel. Oh boy, this is a great way to decide this. Ooh. Look at him go. Crit. Zen winning big time. Oh, maybe not. Oh, crit. Oh. Uh-oh. Zen got it. We're looking at the tiniest one. Rip.
Cryobacter catlensis.
Cryobacter catlensis?
Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kotla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
Wow. What's so special about it?
The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history, Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study. No doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
Wait, she injected herself with it?
Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea.
It's actually a little hard to see. But do go on.
She was preparing for the end times. She wanted to witness and record the Twilight proceedings.
Mm-hmm. Mijanou did talk about the end of the world a great deal before her abrupt departure.
I love how cool everybody is with my, like, insane speculation about the end of the world.
Everyone thought the bacteria had driven her mad, but she really was a brilliant woman. Maybe the Cryobacter catlensis allowed her to see something no one else could.
We get to ask again anyway? Is this bird a cryptid?
No. It's the cryptid.
Wow, the cryptid?
Oh, yes.
The small silvery skull shines between your fingers, its beak sharp. Okay, what is this bird?
The 8-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters. It was thought to have gone extinct 3,500 years ago. Some even doubted the fossils were real. A mutation, they said. Until...
Mutation? All of evolution is a mutation.
Until
it was cited by renowned Gottwaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21.
Oh.
This renown seems a bit dubious. Your own catalogue comes up completely empty. But, of course, you are not all-knowing.
I need to hear about the sighting.
It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrau Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Dr. Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm.
Okay, and Almrau is...
The world's largest canyon system, sweetie. It's a barren waste east of the Erg Desert. An ancient riverbed completely dried up.
What happened?
Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wandered eastward, where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years, since the fall of Pericarnassus.
Wow.
He was lost, without any navigation equipment, and desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great black bird. It seemed gargantuan.
Yeah?
Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uwe got there, the Teratorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times.
He was following it?
Yes, or rather, hunting. A bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plattenkalk followed the Teratorn until they reached a great canyon wall where the bird finally landed to rest. The professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with its head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist.
Watch out.
Then, the Teratorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird.
Why?
The bird was controlling his mind. It kept him from approaching. He could step back. Every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uwe spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away.
An 8-eyed, mind-controlling bird. Fuck yes.
Absolutely, sweetie. Cryptozoologists have been tracing it ever since, but Wamrau is vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets.
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise. We will confirm this one by the end of the decade, latest.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live, it also does mind control.
He's sincere. He likes the audacity of it.
So that was the last anyone saw of it?
Sadly, yes. But there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Ilmara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle, an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
Not really. It's just stylization. The way they drew eyes. It's not a zoological drawing.
Very, very hard.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know?
The pin.
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
But Kim, don't you want to hear about another cryptid too?
The lieutenant pauses, thoughtfully.
Ah, fuck it. Let's have more cryptids.
Yeah, Kim's on board!
Well, the cryptid on your pen is the kind green ape. Half war story, half undiscovered species in the genus Homo.
War story?
Yes, it was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the night, healing wounded soldiers with its saliva.
Wow, with its saliva?
Yes, it has amazing healing qualities. Some soldiers reported growing back limbs, regaining their sight.
There was something about an undiscovered subspecies of man?
Indeed, there is. It's our closest relative among the cryptids. Same taxonomic family, different genus. Which is to say, the kind green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor, and that evolved parallel to our own. Just like your partners.
I'm pretty sure Kim is the same species as us. To suggest otherwise is stupid.
The lieutenant looks at you, pleasantly surprised.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to imply that Saolites are inferior to us in many ways. You are superior. For example, your earwax doesn't have a foul odor like ours does.
Lena, what the fuck?
A tremendous evolutionary advantage, I'm sure. But perhaps we've had enough speculative biology for today?
What's the biggest cryptid?
That would be the giant of Kokonur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
What do you mean, strange light?
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
Oh, how big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Pooey. No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
I see.
Gravity anomaly? Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
What's the most dangerous cryptid?
The gnome of Jeroma.
The gnome of Jeroma? That doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, it is. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
What did this cryptid look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of these very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
I don't know if we buy that.
Alas. Always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that overly convenient?
Seems very convenient that it was just disappeared and nothing like it was seen again.
I understand your skepticism, but that's what happens with things that are rare and stand out. Their disappearance is most memorable, and they are least likely to be found again.
Are there any invisible cryptids?
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
Shush, Kim. She's gonna tell me about the invisible cryptid. What is it?
It's the Col de Mama d'Aqua. Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Koldamama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Okay.
Koldamama Dakwa can also be translated as a whisper light and low.
A whisper light and low.
Yes, that's another translation. They're both quite lovely, aren't they? Although the low part is a little ironic. The Koldamama Dakwa makes, or rather is, such a high-pitched sound that other animals, including humans, can't hear it. It could be everywhere all of the time, and we wouldn't know.
Fine, I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
Why is the Mama Dakwa so afraid of us?
That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction.
Extinction?
They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mama Dakwas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear? Psst.
They cancel each other out.
They cancel each other out.
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly
Thanks,
that when they
Encyclopedia.
happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
Oops.
Great regret washes over her. A wending cloth.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Koldamama Dakwa population anywhere.
I would say let's check the church, but that's the opposite of what this is, right? This is a sound machine. The other thing is a silence.
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability. I like the story, though, man.
Kim, what do you call cryptozoology after you prove it exists? Zoology. So none of these would be zoological. Come on, Kim. Have some imagination.
I'm glad you did, dear.
What about?
What about what?
I just can't get enough of these cryptids.
I'm glad you like them, but I'm not really one to tell you about all of them. You should ask my husband if you get the chance. He's the real expert.
So, you never told me you've seen the Phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
I literally just sat here for like 10 minutes listening to an old woman's ramblings. I absolutely do. Come on.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the Phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But, darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about him. He's proven his interest in the field.
It's true.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Alright, Cam, yeah, write this down. This is important.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
Oh, Betancourt, of course.
She'd just started forming memories. Real memories. Not the billowy haze of infanthood. Betancourt got bombed in the war. It used to be quite near, circa 20 kilometers from here.
Encyclopedia with the rhymes. What happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
Morel be like, let me tell you about this thing you saw.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
So this could have just been like 3 reeds.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble.
Okay, that's
It matched perfectly with
specific.
what I know
That's
from
cool.
other accounts. It was amazing.
Do we think that the Insulindian phasmid is real? Or are we like, definitely not? Or are we like, gray area? Because there's weirder stuff in this game, for sure, than like a stick bug that looks like reeds.
If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
Huh. Thank you for sharing this with us.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one.
Aww.
It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud, anywhere.
Thanks, that's all for now, ma'am. Wow. I guess we should tell Gart we got a bird. Hey, Gart.
Can I help you?
I found a new bird.
What is this thing?
You're welcome. It's no biggie. I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm just that kind of cop.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy.
You're welcome.
I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it.
He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
Yeah, Cam, that's right.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Not yet.
Then why are you wasting my time?
Goodbye. I thought the bird would really cheapen that 20 real attitude he had, but I guess not. Dick.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
I can't believe this shit. I love that guy. Oh, where's Volition? Here it is. Skill cap reached, damn it. Ahab! All hoteliers are bad. Gart? You don't like Gart? Nobody does. That guy's a dick. I empathize him on, like, some level, though, you know? Yo, you guys gotta tell me where this lorry is.
The Copper-nado is back. What do you want?
I want to go over a few things.
Yeah? What?
Do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far.
Good fucking luck, man.
Yeah, Al.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little.
Where have...
More precise.
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
No.
Sure, it was someone else. It appears we have a 9th Hardy Boy.
We don't. But that's cute. Have you looked for... Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure. I hear they have a shed.
We will start there.
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She
when
looks
did she
like
leave?
a Friday afternoon. When you first...
Man, yeah, worthless. Can I talk to Fat Angus specifically? Fat Angus. Damn it. Alright. I guess we'll never know. Oh, what is this?
Was that? Could it be the Col de Mama Dakwa? No, it's probably just your imagination ringing in your ear.
Is it? Is there a ringing?
There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear. Lena also said that it couldn't be heard by any other animal, including humans. What you're hearing must just be a regular bird. Honestly, your ear isn't hearing a whole lot. The distant hum of the industrial harbor, the traffic. But, admittedly, there is a high-pitched noise somewhere there too. But then, isn't there always?
Listen closely first.
There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species. Yeah, but how are you going to catch it? It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you. Keep still. It might perch on your shoulder. What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist. The only birds you should be looking for are healthy women of childbearing age.
Thanks, physical instrument. Hold very still and hope the bird comes to perch on your shoulder.
Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone. There is no ringing anymore. Just the sound of the streets.
No, come back, please.
Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again. That pawnbroker, Roy, was into natural sounds, too. Maybe you could talk to him.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm ever talking to Roy again. What tasks do we have? Confront the pigs, get your gun back. Dead buddy on the boardwalk. Oh, call the station about the body. That's right, we were gonna report it. Smart.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Alice, please collect me to the 41st again. Oh wait, I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
An unidentified middle-aged man, height 170 to 175, dark hair, medium build, looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, and hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
That's right, Ken, good call.
Any signs of violence?
Nope, seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card in his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
It's from Central Jamrock Public Library. Belongs to someone named Billy Machine.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Connect me to the 41st again.
Just a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
I'm happy to report that I found my badge, Jules.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
10 out of 10. Transmission complete. Standing by. Over.
Roger that. 10,
I think it's just 10,
over
10.
and out.
Run your fingers over the steering wheel. No. Pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Connect me to Sylvia again.
Just a second, officer. Sylvie Malaika on the line for you, officer. Yes. Hello?
Hey, Sylvie, it's the police again.
Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
I showed you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and
And what? What did I do?
you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them.
Off of what?
You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that. I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it, 'cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains." Very nice visuals there.
Thanks.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Yes, but what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like, "Big butts cannot lie," and "Guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns."
Oh, guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. I gotta say, Disco Elysium detective protagonist would be right at home at any Magic the Gathering tournament.
It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask.
I think I got everything I need, thanks.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end of the radio, and then the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I'm done with the radio for now.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Close the door. Last time I touched the car, I died. So I'm not gonna touch it again. I lost morale and like quit my job as a police officer because I was so depressed. I don't know why touching the car made me depressed, but like, hey, here we are. Maybe it's because I crashed my car. Now that I know that, maybe that makes more sense. I don't know. I know my morale went down. It was like Cujo hit me again. Examine the library card you found on the dead man. Didn't I already do that? I guess let's check the library card.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
Study the badge.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West.
Cool.
You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at the photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-gray eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking, why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it. and a shining watermark.
Name Harrier Dubois.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
What kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
But I don't want to be Harry Dubois.
Why? It's a cool name. I like it. Besides, you're Harry anyway. No one's ever called Harrier.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light.
Okay. Now the library card. We definitely already
The
interacted
library
with it.
card. Billy is a unisex name.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader.
Kim thinks your
You
name is
find a
cool.
list of
He
books
doesn't think
written
you were
in
cool.
blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned.
I think Kim thinks I'm cool.
Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02
business hours.
55211 or
We have
visit
to do this
us
tomorrow.
at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema.
Good idea. There was plenty of information here to go by.
Okay, anything else? Okay, let's see. So Monday's tasks. Find booze and drink it, but we weren't gonna do that. Who put the clothes in the trash? Ask guard if he knows if the victim's clothes got in the trash. Who else has unauthorized access to the building's trash? Find the person, you'll know who tampered with the scene. Read your ledger and name the case. Oh yeah, we have to name the case. Sing karaoke, but we need a sad song on tape. Send victim's processing. Whoops. The victim's tattoos. Ask another about the tattoo's possible meaning. Where's the rest of the armor? Kuno lied to you. Return and confront him. Uncover the secrets hidden within in the whirling secret passage. Find working class husband. We did. Determine where the shot came from. Ask about Ruby in the village. The washerwoman is hiding something. Maybe get into her shack somehow. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world, preferably rich people. Help Ravers start a nightclub. Convince Suna to cooperate with the Ravers or a Victor. Call Jamrock Public Library. Confront the pigs and get gun back. Inspect the traps. Return to Morel in the whirling with the news. Sync the signs with Noid. I don't think I care about syncing the signs. Okay, okay. Our thought cabinet has the litany of contact Mike and Col de Mama d'Aqua. Let's see. What do these do? I have inexplicable feminist agenda, which gives me +1 empathy and -1 electrochemistry. Lonesome Long Way Home, which gives my cap on perception up, and speed gives 1 psi, which I don't take speed, so. All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance is raised. Learning cap for Inland Empire raised to 6. Learning cap for Shivers raised to 6. Bonuses from the thought, stop obsessing about sexuality. Date of birth generator. Learning cap for logic raised to 4. -1 difficulty to all physique passives. Yeah, so I can add more of these if I want to. I don't remember how many points I have. I guess 3. Fairweather T500. It really hurts to punch this armor. A sword wouldn't leave even a scratch. A bullet would bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw in what would allow you to stand your ground against this dangerous enemy technology. You just have to figure out what it is. No. Ace is low. +2 empathy towards Kim specifically. Galme le million. -1 logic. Art degree. -1 perception. Can't even look at this shit. -2 visual calculus. -2 empathy. -1 rhetoric. I don't know. I don't think we do any of that. We're at 2157, so we can get the gun soon. Let me see, can I... No. I need to ask Mornell about the cryptid, I guess. About the empty trap. So that's something to increase the time by at least 3 minutes. And then we can get our gun back. The library's closed, so I think we should probably call it like 9. I could send Kim back around 11, and then I could also talk to what's-her-face. And, like, not have the downgrade for the, whatever. And ask her on a date. That might be funny.
He tries to play it cool. Remain professorial.
I checked all the
But
traps.
inside-
Good. Okay. And?
And one of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Yes, there was nothing in the traps. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
Of course, more clever.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps. Make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter, this phasmid.
Of course. Be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture. Mine stands, okay? Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened? Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
Theft of locusts?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity?
Insulted morale. Enthusiastic about phasmid, something up with the trap. This is interfacing 6.
You have your suspicions, but nothing you can form into a viable explanation.
92% and I failed it. I have like the worst luck, dude. I am like cursed. Maybe it was a different cryptid who took the bugs. Maybe the locusts ate themselves.
Auto-cannibalistic locusts. I appreciate your unconventional thinking, officer. But really, cryptids aren't your area of expertise.
It's okay, dear. Most hypotheses turn out to be false.
Unbelievable we failed that check. Unbelievable. Wow. Oh, the 2 cops are gone. That's interesting. Alright. I can't believe it. I'm lack belief. I don't know what else to say. We failed that check. We have never rolled 2 6s to my knowledge, but we have now rolled 2 1s. I don't think it's the first time either. We failed that 78% check earlier too. Man. This is just like Tim and Genshin and every other game I play. I have like the worst luck stat, y'all. Ah! It's a good thing Tim doesn't have critical hits, am I right? I think this ice cream machine had a physique check.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old
-20.
submarine.
Pry bar
It has
not strong
a
enough.
hand-cranked ice cream churner.
That's right. We needed a better pry bar. Well, I should tell Kim to take the body away, right?
Yes?
No, no. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to the bear.
The bear's eyes are
Let's
still
bag him, Kim.
glowing
Take him
red.
away.
Alright. I can drive him to processing today, no problem. Since we stalled with this. But this does mean I will be gone for the rest of the day.
What should I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case, tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Now to get my gun back. Nothing too dangerous, Kim. Just gonna grab that gun. I'll have to pay Gart 20 real, because I have to wake up tomorrow, I guess. Get laid by Sword Girl, that's the plan. But I'm worried that getting laid will take the whole night, so I have to get my gun first. I'm glad we're all on board with get laid by Sword Girl. Yeah, it's the pigs!
Put your hands where I can see them.
I don't know what the hell's going on with the pigs, but she's exactly where he said she'd be.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now!
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
If you want the pry bar, you're gonna have to pry it from me.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress! Officer, under duress!
Her eyes bulge with terror. Veins protrude on her forehead.
I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
Ma'am, I need you to calm down. I just want to talk.
Lateral vascular neck restraint. Carotid sleeper. Carotid sleeper. Critically reducing blood from passing through the neck of the suspect.
The situation looks bad. Calm yourself. Steady your breathing. You'll have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do.
Please identify yourself, ma'am.
It's the goddamn police, shitbag. Have the pavement. You're under arrest.
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs?
Are you on drugs?
Confiscated contraband. Restricted access. 2 kilos missing. Eyewitness report compromised.
You're not the police. I am the police.
Back up. Back up. Back up. Status unconfirmed.
Baby, you know who I am. Everybody knows.
I do? Garrett. No, Aggravated assault. Man down. Suspect on foot.
There's a scenario unfolding in her head right now. It has nothing to do with what's happening here.
What's the situation?
Law enforcement compromised. Impersonating a police officer.
Does she not believe you're actually a police officer?
I am a cop. Look, my badge.
License and registration. License and registration. Come in dispatch. Sector. Azimuth.
It's not a code, just disjointed words.
Hand-eye coordination, formidable 13. Nope, not right now.
Quarters, assailant coming at me. Split-second decision. Ah, well.
Oh my god. Condition black. All No. They're really not. The gun wasn't even loaded. No shots fired.
What is this? This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
She looks devastated. Grab the gun right now. This might be your only chance.
Pick up your gun.
No one ever cares anymore.
What the
Why
fuck?
would they treat me like this?
It was a real gun.
This limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is grinding to a halt. Tired of walking the desert, it doesn't want to feel or think anymore. Okay, you need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you. Touch her shoulder.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
Alright, what am I gonna do with you?
The catatonic woman, especially now that she's unarmed, doesn't seem to be a threat to anyone but herself.
At ease, Patrol Officer Pigs. Your heart is in the right place. Bow. No, I think we probably need to get her some help. I don't think Titus would kill her. I'll tell him where to find you. Maybe he knows your family.
Please leave the radio on. Mr. Moran is on Channel 8.
Reflex to what? Being left alone. She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and flashes now. Maybe if you search her once more.
Maybe.
The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them. Do.
Pick up the RCM cap.
She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Shake her shoulder.
The old woman doesn't react to your touch.
Leave her be. Probably don't take her narcotics. That was weird as shit. Do I need to talk to Titus now? I wonder if he's even still there. Well, I got my gun. I don't feel great about it, but what the fuck? Ah. Sword girl!
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast.
Okay, suggestion. We need suggestion online. Our current suggestion is null. We have... It looks like nothing that gives or subtracts suggestion. I see a lot of minus suggestion, but no plus suggestion. This is unfortunate. Where's my police cap? Here it is. Almost got all my police gear back.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Huh. It's a white check. We can retry it.
Oh yes, she does.
8.
You need to get your drink on. There is no other way for human beings to procreate. Not after 6,000 years of yeast cultivation-based mating rituals.
I want to be close to you, and there's but one way to intimacy.
What?
Drunk date. All we need is booze.
Funny. Funny sailor jokes. Sorry if I'm not laughing out loud, but the comedy has worn thin over the years.
Great. Now you reminded her of the husband. It's okay. She just hasn't figured out how these things work between the sexes. Keep at it. She'll come around.
Uh-huh.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it.
How is our suggestion so low?
Turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
I don't think I can even bump my suggestion up higher than this. Huh? This might be my only chance, though. Can we sage scum it?
The sea's gonna calm down soon.
Get the drink on. It would be
I feel like I've stood by all of my choices today, from not getting into the door to taking a double snake eyes on that horrible 97% check. Oh my gosh. I've earned 2 6s. We have to know. Just because I have 0
Aye, the sea's gonna
suggestion
calm down soon.
Get the
means
drink.
nothing. We can do this. We have a 3% chance, right? Aaron hates that sound. It's hilarious. Although loads take forever.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down.
Get the drink on. It would be unimaginable for a human female to have sex with a man without alcohol as the master of ceremonies to guide them.
I'm afraid to be around you because you're a woman.
Okay. But
I need to be drunk.
absurdly and pointedly phrased.
She doesn't even understand. You asked her out. Perhaps you're too sober to pull it off right now. Try again later.
This is crazy. How is Inland Empire so high, but Volition and Suggestion so low? I don't understand. Ah! How are we gonna get laid by a sword girl like this? It could take up to 33 more tries. Although we've never landed double 6, so according to Gambler's famous fallacy, that means that we should be absolutely a shoe-in this time, right?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm
Boom!
down
Here it
soon.
is. Failed miserably. How are we so low at suggestion? I guess we really did pick like low psyche, didn't we? High logic, low psyche. Save scumming feels so bad. Was there anything else we wanted to do? There's a few things that we just can't do. Egghead, physical instrument, man with sunglasses.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon.
I just
can feel
can't
it.
believe our suggestion
Wind
is
is turning
2, and we
southeast.
like still.
What's in your
and
mind,
we don't
officer?
have any clothes that increase it either. I've been relying heavily on these clothes. That's crazy. Oh, there really aren't any suggestion clothes. This is so sad. It's all subtract suggestion. Maybe that hat was plus suggestion, huh? I don't know. This is interesting. I guess our thought cabinet expands our, So what we could do is we could level this up, right? And then we could grab something that increases suggestion. But I'm not sure which one it would be. Oh. Maybe? This is -1 suggestion. Maybe it'll have the opposite effect once you, like, finish it. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I guess we save and then we just like go to bed, yeah? And then tomorrow we try again. No, wait, tomorrow's Tim Tim. Thursday, maybe. How is this game so deep? I can't believe it. Alright. Yeah, we'll end it there. But have a good night, for sure. It's like 11, so I feel like now is the time. Bye.